Hello everybody and welcome back to Dominion of Men. In the previous episodes we've seen a bit of success against the Elves in the west, and today we've gotten ourselves into a little bit of trouble with this expeditionary force that is really sent out into enemy territory as a distraction. Well, that distraction appears to have worked. We've attracted the attention of a couple of Elven hosts. This one here led by a family member and 3 units, not sure quite what is in that army. The other one, I am pretty sure this is the one that has several Lindon guards, the remaining Noldor swords, but this one is not led by a general because I think we killed him in the last episode. So that's kind of good. Now, I do have this relieving army here that could go over and do a couple of things. One, we could assault Mithlond immediately. We've got 4 catapults. We've got a bunch of units. We might take it, but this is the ruler, so he's got 52 Elven retainers in this bodyguard unit alone. He's also got a unit of Lindon guards and a unit of mariners. And the stuff I've got here, I just don't want to assault Mithlond with this particular stack. So I think what I want to do instead is bring this army to deal with this Elven host. But we don't quite have the movement points to do it. As you can see there, we won't get there this turn. However, I think I still want to get them right next to that army. And we'll bring this army up in here because I think this looks like there might be some nice high ground that we could maybe take advantage of. So we'll see how that goes. Now, off in the east, we have our armies ready to march out into the west. We've got a bunch of high-tier, souped-up axes of the shadow, shadow riders, swords of the shadow, and a ridiculous number of catapults. We'll see what that does to my frame rate. So, in any case, let's get this turn over with. See how the elves respond to having our units on their borders, or on their territory, rather. So, okay, we can see this army now. This is a family member. I'm not sure if he is like a new adoptee, or if this is someone who was the governor of Forlond. But we've got some Lindon guards, some Elven bows, and mariners, and we don't have really a lot to deal with it here. So anything we can do in this battle to just damage that host, I'm all for it. I'm not expecting great things, but we have at least called them out of the city. Gives us the opportunity to maybe do some damage. Looks like they're attacking in the rain. We'll see if that does anything to our archers. But we do get a very, very nice hill. I am not sure if this is going to matter too much, honestly. With any other enemy faction, I would tend to think that the height advantage would, like a height advantage like this would just be fantastic, right? But the elves have such good stamina that I think they'll be able to just pretty much run up this hill if they want. So what we want to do is just try to wear them down with our ranged units, and then kind of hold them on the hill and get some cavalry charges in. We do have 4 Lossoth warriors here. They're not getting their snow bonus because, of course, it's not... there's no snow around here. Get a nice view over the... looking south across the Gulf of Loon there. Now I think we want to focus our bows as soon as they come within range on the Lindon Guard. They're going to be the hardest target to hit, but the other stuff I can charge my cavalry into, right? The swordsmen, the bows, but I don't want to charge cav. I don't want to get my cav anywhere near the Lindon Guard. So we're not doing any damage yet, and we may not. But maybe we're at least depleting that extra hit point. Okay, there go a couple. 3, that's very good. So we'll bring our Lossoth warriors around over here. It looks like they're trying to outflank us a little bit. Yeah, there's no retreat from here. So we may lose this army entirely, but we can at least hope to do some damage. And again, we want to focus the javelins right on those Lindon guards. So they're down to 37 from, I think, 41. And we may have taken out 1 or 2 other, like, Elven bowmen or... Yeah, probably the Elven bows. I think I saw one elf lying on the ground who was not a Lindon guard. Alright. Gonna get some throws in with the javelins. Let's see how this does. Alright. Okay. 29. Alright, not too bad. Down to 22, so we've taken about half this unit. Really hoping for more. Down to 17, 14, okay. But that's literally all we've got, so I don't know. I don't know that that's going to be enough. The Mariners, though, let's just charge them with our cav. We'll do a quick charge down the hill and see how much damage that does. All right, 25, losing heavily, so that's good. All of our cav is still charging, so we're going to keep that up until the charge bonus goes away. Down to 21. The bodyguard's still charging. Down to 20. All right, the Elven retainers are rushing up, so this is yeah. That's the unit that you're worried about. All right, 15, losing heavily. Okay, so now everybody's in melee. We're going to pull them out. We're not getting the charge bonus anymore. And, jeez, I mean, we're just hoping to hold the Elven retainers for a little while. Lindon guards, of course, are winning easily. Maybe we can do some damage with the Lossoth warriors. Now we may be able to do another charge that just wipes out this Mariners unit altogether, which would be very nice. Then we can go and get the bows. Not sure if we're going to, be able to do anything to the Elven retainers. Yeah, I think we got this. Alright, so we actually have killed one Lindon guard with our Adunabar militia. So let's charge in. Okay, we get the cav out of there. Let's pull them back. We don't want them to accidentally start meleeing with the bodyguard. Should we charge the Elven bows? They may be marching towards us, which would be nice. Oh, they're reloading. Okay. Yeah, let's do a charge down to them. If they stand and take the charge, that could be good. Might do some damage here. Okay. Alright. I mean, this is good. I don't think it's good enough. Haven't done anything to those Lindon guards since we charged in the Lossoth warriors. Alright, nobody is charging anymore, so we'll do that again. That was a good charge, though. And we do have a lot of cav left. We've not taken too many losses on these repeated charges. And that's good, because we are going to need it. Now, okay, this a second ago said there were 28 Elven retainers, so it looks like they've lost one somehow. Not sure if it was the Lossoth or the Adunabar swords that did it. Alright, I think we're good for another charge. Okay, they're going to run away. That means our charge is just not going to work quite as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, we took out 4 there, so they're wavering. Great. If we get them to rout, then that'll be nice. Are they down to 26? Again, I'm not sure if this is going to work in the long run. Okay, Elven bows are routing, so should we chase them off the field? Shh. Actually, we got them all. Okay, great. So let's bring our cavalry back up. The problem now is our cav is utterly tired, which is not good. They're even worse than these elves who've had to run all the way up the hill. This very steep hill can be kind of a double-edged sword because of that. If you're relying on cavalry, you're going to get them tired going up and down and doing those repeated charges. But actually, I should probably bring them over to this side so that I can get the back of the Elven retainers. We are going to take a lot of losses, though, doing that, I think. However, even if we do lose this, which I kind of think we may, we've done a lot of damage to this unit. They're not going to get all these guys back. We've wiped out a unit of mariners and elven bows. Some of them may come back after the battle to, you know, heal. But they're not going to get all of them. Just bringing these units around to kind of hold up the enemy. You know, once they chew through all of these other guys they're fighting, so that I can have something to pin for some cav charges. Well, I guess I should just go ahead and run the cav, because they can't get any more utterly tireder than they are. Alright. These guys are actually doing fantastic in terms of morale. They're still eager. Okay, now as soon as I say it. These guys are shaken. Yeah, they're all shaken now, so time to bring them in. Okay. Took out a couple. But we also kind of caught those Lindon guards, so we're also taking some losses ourselves. Alright, so time to pull out. Still got a full couple units of Lossoth warriors left, and they hold up in melee, you know, better than expected. Alright, how about you hit the Lindon guard in the back, and the other cav will hit the Elven retainers. We'll just see if we can maybe get this unit to rout. I think we took out 1 or 2. They're shaken. Oh, gosh, though. That was just... It's very tough to watch. Alright, let's pull them back. Only 11 men in the Elven retainers unit, though. Kind of feeling like we might be able to break that unit. There's the general. He's down here, and so he's kind of protected from our cav charge, just given where he's located. Says they're losing heavily. This unit's really chewed up. They actually got some stamina back, so they're very tired as opposed to utterly. We took out 1, and they're wavering. Shaken again. 4 wavering. 3. Still getting that charging bonus, and we just got back to marching, so we're going to pull out again. That was good. Down to 2. What do we got here? 10? Let's do it. Yeah, we'll have to go all the way over here to get the actual general. So even though we took out a couple of units, we're not going to break them necessarily. Right, pull them back. Right, that was not a good charge. These Lindon Guard are just surrounded by my own men, so I think it's blunting the impact of the cavalry charge. And here we've got a unit that's just so spread out, and we're kind of running into the same problem. They are down to 7. Oh, and they're marching away, maybe? Let's send all the cav after them. Alright, 6. Alright, that wasn't that great. But the Lindon Guard are gone now. Nice. Oh, wow. They routed way earlier than I thought. Nice job, guys. Not expecting this. Alright, well, we'll clean that up. Now, the question is, there is another Elven army in the area, and are they going to hit this stack? Yeah, that was a lot better than I expected. So with that, if they don't attack us again, this army could theoretically march all the way over to Forlinden. Or Forlond, I think, is the settlement. Okay. Oh, and they attacked our different army. Alright. Yeah. So this is the one with the Noldor swords. The Lindon Guards, just about 4 full units. 2 units of the very heavy cav, a couple of archers, mariners, and a family member. And this one is new because I don't... Yeah, they didn't have a general at the beginning of this turn. So the game is giving them... kind of adoptees because we keep killing their generals, apparently. So now we'll see how this works. We got 4 catapults here. Again, they're attacking in the rain. Fairly flat battle map. Which I think is good in a way, because the trajectory of the catapults, if you're on a high slope, shooting down is actually kind of ineffective. Alright, so black shields front and center. We're going to have a couple of Swords of the Shadow to either side. And we'll have the Royal Spearmen just in the back, ready to go kind of either way. And there are a bunch of cavalry. So we'll keep these guys in a, not strung out too badly. Keep it generals at the back. We've got our guys on fire at will. So we'll see. So they're attacking us. I'm just going to let the catapults choose their own targets. They're going to shoot at the thing that appears first within their range. And so that means that they may hit something further back, like those Elven bows, for example. All right, pretty good, pretty good. All right, so the cav is going to be a problem. They're going to try to hit my catapults. I think we took out the Noldor swords. Nope, they're actually still there. All right. Yeah, the cavalry is going to be a problem. Well, I may just let the cavalry do its thing. Well, let's do this right. Get a good charge. Yeah, they're going to be winning, and our longwomen are in the fight, but that's fine. We still get the catapults shooting, so keep shooting. Some of them are able to hit the elven bows. Let's see who can't and why. Oh, somehow you moved away from the catapult, so we'll get you back to fire at will. They don't have a skirmish mode, so I don't know why they moved away. All right, let's see if we can kill those elven riders. Not sure, but a good charge in the back might do something. Only 11 mariners over here, so if we can... oh my gosh, they like did nothing. Okay, but they are losing heavily. Good. Very, very good. Okay, wavering. Alright, there they go. Okay, so we gotta do the same thing on the other side. Yeah. Keep the longbowmen in the fight. That's all fine. Where is the family member? Like, seriously, where is he? The Elven General. I don't see the big square banner. Oh, he's off chasing... Okay, fair enough. He's off chasing my unit of my longbows. Hey, that's great. That's what the longbows are for. They can skirmish away. They can fight when they get caught. And they are getting caught, and actually they're not going to fight too well against Elven retainers. But right down by the sea here, very picturesque. The waves coming in. Okay, 21. Have we killed any of them? Doesn't look like it. I thought I saw 23. As in 23 Elven retainers earlier, but maybe I'm not looking at it right. So we're probably going to get killed down here. This is, I guess, at least tiring them out and keeping them out of the fight in the for the main battle. The other thing is, you know, these Elven retainer units are just regenerating. The game will just give them. So us killing one, we're going to have another one to fight anyway. So more important to take out the Lindon guards, the Noldor swords, the stuff they can't really replace. All right, yeah, we're doing very well actually. Okay, there's 29 over there, 25 here. Elven bows are charging in. So I think we might be able to hit them. What's this? Swords of the Shadow. This is the worst clump of it right here. We will be able to get some more swords into the fight in a moment. Let's see if we can get rid of those Elven bows without losing our generals. There are 5 Noldor swords remaining. Alright, let's pull out. I think both of my generals are fairly old, and so that's going to give them some bad traits in terms of hit points and stuff. If I move my catapults back, I could fire right into that group. Noldor swords are actually utterly tired already, which is surprising. But so are my men. All right, let's hit them into the Lindon guards. And who's routing? Oh, the Elven bows. Great. All right, looks like we won on the left wing, and so let's hit, let's see, 27 or 22. Let's go for these guys. Both of our black shields are technically in melee. So we could just about hit that blob. But the Elven bodyguard has eliminated my longbowmen. I think we took out one of them. There's actually a couple Elven bodies here, so we did what we could. And I think that, you know, that was a sacrifice you have to make. So let's see, Lindon guards or Noldor swords. Neither of them have lost much, so let's just charge in. And these guys are doing really well. Ugh. Yeah, we haven't done anything to the Lindon guards, even in this cav charge when they're completely surrounded. Alright, they lost one. Okay, so I think what we want to do instead is deal with this blob. Actually, it's saying they're evenly matched. Maybe if I can kill the general with my catapults. Let's do it. Or let's give it a shot anyway. Because then these guys may just rout. Alright, so the Elven bows are now gone. Lindon guards remain, are losing heavily. We did take out a Noldor sword. So I think I would risk charging them. If I can get this unit gone, that banner is helping the morale a little bit. Be nice to get a good blow with our catapults, but they're moving so quickly that I don't think we have a great chance of that. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so we're stuck in the fight, but you know what? I think we're still targeting them. Let's just back up the catapults some more. Alright, if we can kill the Noldor swords and kill the general with catapults, then these guys may break, although there are still a good amount of them left. But man, the Noldor swords are tough. Okay, so they're still at just 3. We're still technically charging. We're still getting that charge bonus. But it's not helping too much. Alright, time to pull out and wait. Alright, can we hit them now? Yes, we can. And there's only 7. We're actually doing surprisingly well. But yeah, let's just be completely ruthless here. And see if we can wipe them out. They're marching, though. Oh, it's going to hurt us. Yep. Oh, my gosh. I mean, I completely saw this coming. Trying to outrun. All right. Let's stop that. Let's we want to get them all kind of bunched up again. Because that's the problem. There's 4 here. Where's the general? Oh, he's right there in the middle of them. Alright, so we'll just wait. Okay, don't waste your ammo shooting at one randomly running Lindon guard unit. We can now try to run down these Noldor swords without worrying about charging into spears. I don't know where he's going. Oh, there we go. Killed by longbowmen. Awesome. Alright, so we don't need the catapults that much. I mean, you definitely want them for softening up the enemy. But they're just so good. Like in melee. Alright, we got them down to 1 shaken. Let's pull out, give it another charge. And then these guys are shaken, so they're losing the general. Charge in my longbows. Yeah, he's just trying to run away. And we got him. Nice. No more Noldor swords. It is sad, actually. The only unit that exists of its kind. Something you can't train, even if you're playing as the Elves. You can retrain them in Rivendell. So it's an interesting campaign as the Elves. You get that Glorfindel unit, which is absolutely amazing. When he dies, of course, it's pretty much that's it. You don't get another Noldor Riders unit. But you do get the Noldor swords, and if you take back Rivendell, you can retrain them if you build the appropriate buildings there. So we're starting to see these guys routing. I'll just wait until that spreads. There we go. One unit of Lindon Guards is escaping the battlefield. The rest are just routing. So this worked out quite well. Yeah, we'll continue the battle. We mostly just want to get this. And I think we can end it now because the bodyguard unit, we already killed the general. So a clear victory. This was a defensive fight. We did take a bit of a mauling, but that's to be expected. So seeing how that went, I think the idea that we didn't go for Mithlond, I think that was the right choice because we have a strong army here, or we did, but it was not really the best for a siege battle, oddly enough, because these catapults we won't be able to bring inside with us, and the Elves are going to be well out of their range. So now we can head over towards Forlond, and I think I want to head over with this army because I don't know that Forlond can train anything. Let's bring the other army up, though, because we can put it under siege just in case. Yeah, they've got 0 population growth. They have a single unit of mariners inside here. I think we can take that with what we have, and maybe we can combine these forces together, get some Lossoth warriors to sort of hit them with javelins, combine some of these units, and then we could take Forlond, and then that'll be that done. In the south, Harlond, same thing. They've got 0% population growth. And they've got 419 population, which means they can't train anything out of here right now. Now, that may possibly change, but I'm also happy to see there's no family members in either of these settlements, at least at the moment. The only one is the ruler. Now, that is likely to change because they're going to be given some extra stuff by the game. Just some adoptees, some man-of-the-hour type events. So we'll keep moving our army into the west. We've done more training, made a bit of money, and we've had a pretty good showing here. So 2 victories on Elven territory, one of which was really unexpected. The other one I had better feelings about, but you never know. So now Mithlond, let's take a look at the population there. Okay, so they got 425 available population, so that means really just 25 that they can use for training because 400 is the population floor. Growth of 1%, though, so that means in a few turns they're going to have another unit of something. Lindon Guard, who knows. Now, you might argue that, well, I should go back and put Mithlond under siege, but I don't want to. I wanted to have a sort of a more satisfying big showdown with this type of army. I want to have my Axes of the Shadow get into the fight. The cavalry is not going to be that useful, but we've got a good mix of things here to make a Mithlond fight a little more interesting, and we're going to keep training. So let's go ahead and queue up some more Swords of the Shadow, and we are continuing to train that out of pretty much everywhere. So we'll just keep going. We'll bring these guys up, and yeah, I think we're good for probably one more turn here before we call it an episode. We do have this odd Eorling host just sitting around, but they're not really going to be doing too much to us. I think they're trespassing on Tharbad's territory technically at the moment. Now, I did build a boat here, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I did have thoughts at one point of bringing these, training a bunch of troops here and sending them up and around, but I don't think it's necessary. We'll continue to train the troops just in case. Oh, we're attacked by a fleet. Oh, right, because I did have a ship sent down here. So Tharbad, it did have some boats up the Grey Flood, and some of the boats had troops on them. So I was experimenting with my own fleets, and so I may continue that. We can get up to the Alcarondas, so we're going to go ahead just to prevent them from landing anything surprising up there. All right, and Ettendale has the High Temple of the Shadow now, so we can do some more retraining in terms of experience. Tardel, we can't retrain anything yet. Let's keep going for Axes of the Shadow, though. I think we're training beyond what we will need, though, because I can sense the campaign is winding down. What do they have here? Nothing yet. Getting closer, though. No family members popping up, but we have to be prepared for them to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and put Forlond under siege. Not going to bother with siege equipment. We're just going to break it with the catapults. This is just to prevent them from possibly training anything, although they've got far too low population really to do that. One danger is that they may sally and try to fight this army, and they could do a lot of damage actually to it. So why don't I go ahead and combine the Cav and combine the Lossoth, and yep, and all of these guys. All right, so this looks like a little more credible. It'll just be easier to manage. But we'll keep bringing up this army, and again, we're just going to combine these. Yeah, let's go ahead and combine. What can we get up to here? 51, okay. It's a little annoying. Something like that. And yeah, okay. We got a couple of Black Shields. Honestly, the Black Shields could probably do all of this themselves. Let's keep moving our men into the west. Alright, suitable husband. Nah. Just poor governor, poor commander. Not feeling the need. Okay, so this is now a full stack. They still don't have the population, but where's the king all of a sudden? What happened to the king? Did he die of longing for the sea? Huh. That's a little unsettling. So, I have no idea what happened there. I believe the elves can survive without any family members, technically, as a faction. So, even if the king is dead, and they have no other family members, which seems to be the case from what I can tell, then they may still be okay as a faction to exist. All right. So what do we need here? Well, let's bring this guy over. Well, I guess I could just bring them all, but I don't want to have... Okay, so we don't really need these. I don't think the archers are going to be that useful, honestly. So we'll set you guys all over here. We'll keep the Lossoth. Probably don't need a Cav. And that's... Okay, yeah. So we can definitely just combine these two. And we can assault immediately. So let's just check the messages for the turn. We've got some more training done, of course. And some more building. Great. 3 ways and foremost. So we can get some good units retrained. in terms of weapons and in terms of experience. Although, where was that? Was that 3 ways the High Temple of the Shadow? Nope. Must have been Taradal. In any case, okay. We lost... Oh, the Emissary of 3 ways. Okay, not a problem. What else? Counselor of the Cult. That's fine. Last season report. Okay, so next episode rather, we're going to assault Forlond. This is one of the last 3 settlements remaining to the Elves, Mithlond and Harlond being the other 2. And actually, you know, Mithlond certainly looks like the worst of the 2, but Harlond is only a little bit further behind with a unit of Elven bows. So, looking forward to that, guys. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you will continue to stick around for the next, and, you know, maybe we'll only have 1 or 2 left, and then we will have our victory conditions completed. So, I hope you will stick around for that. Until then, take care.